Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anna of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, I am going to talk about how did I look a bit smart in high school, even though I am not. Now, the purpose of this topic is that I just want the younger generation to know that being smart doesn't mean that you know all the answers. Sometimes, it's about how you present yourself and engage with the world around you. It's not about being the best mathematician, the best students, the A students. Matter of fact is that being a C student is enough for you to get by and still win in life. It's not all about knowing the correct answers, especially in school, but it's about how being true to yourself and how you know, engage with people around and the world around you in all sorts of situation. Now, how did I manage to look smart? Yo yo. In high school, even though I'm just an average little girl, because I'm a tiny girl. I know I am tiny because up to this point I am still for 11 and a half or 5 and I didn't grow. So I'm just an average. Now, what did happen to me? Why I consider myself a bit smart. A bit smart because I don't want to go to that level of being an A student because I feel like I don't deserve it. Maybe B students, but most probably in my feeling, C student. I love being average. Like you just have to be yourself. Now, how did I manage to get some you know some awards which I've never thought I could ever have, and people couldn't take it away from me. Now, the first thing I did, which wasn't completely intentional, but if I'm gonna tell you today, you might, it might gonna be useful to you. The first thing I did, why I look smart, look smart, it's because I hang out with intelligent people. Not because they are intelligent, but they were my classmates. There's nothing I can do about it. We get along well. We're cool together. I hang out with the cream of the crop, the well known, and the builders of the organization at my level. First year, second year, third year, fourth year. So that was the old way, old school before the education was changed in the Philippines. I was friends with the honor students, the academic champions, and some people who are good in sports. I was their great supporter. I was their cheerleader there. I fought for them. Anybody would boo them. I'm going to boo them too. That's what I did. I had, I have nothing to say in brainstorming, but I cooperate with the leaders in my class. Even if sometimes I'm lazy or against them, I still manage to support them. I go out with the, you know, I go out with the brilliant, with the smartest people and have lunch with them, for fun. My only contribution, you know, to these people is my presence, my attention, nothing else. I even cut class with them. It was fun though, but cutting classes it's just it rarely happened, but it did happen. I get along with different types of people, even those I don't like. I just respect people as they are. I'm not against to anything else in this world. I am average. I'm a reserved type. Now, the next thing I did was, you know, this was unintentional before, way back. I was confident. I was confident because I hang out with the confident people. I hang out with the smart people. So I act out like them. I act confident, even if I wasn't sure of the answers that I utter. But I just secretly tap my brilliant classmates or my best friends. Come on, save me. Come on, what's the answer? Maybe she knows, ma'am. Teacher, she knows. So I'm good at that. And part of building up my confidence in high school was I did my assignments and projects without the help of my parents. And even though the results of my work aren't good enough compared to my smart classmates, I took it as it was. It is what it is. That was my output. My dad couldn't help me because he was completely busy. And even though I understand, I got hurt about it, but there's nothing I can do about it. Just move on. You go to school. That was my job. My dad was also doing his job. So we just get along with life, with pain and face life as it is. Another thing which contribute to my to my confidence that time, confident student, was that I did my best to become real friends to my brilliant classmates before, even to the point of wherein I became in a people pleasing mode to keep the relationships. So those were the days when I started to question the recipe of genuine friendship. What's the real friendship? What's the real catch of true friends? Because I became a people pleaser just to get along with different people. I tried to be, to overexert, becoming an extrovert, even though I was introvert. Even if I suck on the results on some of my projects, I still own it. I finish all my projects and assignments. Just be myself and I wasn't even proud of it. But I just did it. No pending, no miss, all submitted. And it's up to the teacher. What's their judgment? That's what I got. Another thing I did was that I was honest. I tell people what I can do and my weaknesses, even though I feel terrible displaying my vulnerability. My teachers love me for my unique life story and even support me when no one is there for me in some programs where dad was busy and nobody could attend a meeting for me. Nobody could join a recognition and awarding for me. And some of my teachers support that. They're there for me. They became my representative. Another thing is that I did join school clubs and organizations where my intelligent friends are there. I did it for fun. No other intention but for fun because my friends were there. It just so happened that I became a part of a class wherein I have a good chance to hang out with the cream of the crop, with the best of the best brains in my school, at my level. So, well, destiny it is. But I just get along. I just play around with it. I just be myself. But I have no contribution, just a big support and my presence to these people. And I acknowledge your answer. Yes, you are smart. Yeah, that's good. That's great support. So I was a great supporter. As a result of joining clubs and organizations wherein my friends were the presidents of these organizations in the school, so we together give tutorial lessons to those junior students. But basically, most of my contributions were just being there as a support to my smartest classmates. I cater the junior students, keep them together, and help make them listen, help them listen to my brilliant friends. I was just there to support. I am just the sidekick, the wing person. I was not the main character. Actually, there were just a few school clubs where I was comfortable with people around. So those were just the clubs where where my brilliant friends are the president or the leaders of those clubs. And the rest of the clubs, I don't give a heck. I just join those clubs where I love to be one. And another thing I did is that I look a bit smart because I was good at one thing and one thing alone. One favorite subject, which is history. I love history from first year to the end of my year, and I don't care about the rest of the subjects. Other than history, the rest will only get the bare minimum of my energy and my attention. I don't mind if I get just a pass grade. I just love history, and that's the only thing I care about. Even though, I'm not good at other subject, I even join a competition, a secret competition with my smart classmates, wherein we pay, there were like five of us or four or six of us, wherein we pay someone who has the highest grade among us in every subject on those final exams. So I got some payments only in history. And think about it, we have loads of subjects in high school. I only got paid in history, and the rest I was losing money. But it was fun though. All right. It's I didn't think about losing money. It's just I think about just for fun. And we get along well with my friends, with my smart friends. I didn't even think about, being proud of them, being proud that I'm with them. No, I haven't thought about that. It's just so happens that I love to be with these people. And I support them. I was true to them. Lastly, you know, this was the thing that is completely out of my control. I won the hearts of my teachers, my high school teachers, as an ordinary student. I was unapologetically just being myself with my background story, about my family, about my life, what I'm dealing with. Other than that, I just move on and still go to school. And okay, I did all what is required at the best of my ability. Now, we high school students have a commencement exercises yearly where the school recognizes students. So in those years, like from first year to fourth year grade, yeah, my teachers called me out some of those times because my grades in extracurricular activities weren't enough to qualify me for an award. That is the yearly award. Extracurricular activities means sports, joining clubs, reaching out outside the neighboring school, helping other students there. I wasn't that kind of social enough. I'm not a social kind of person. I was an introvert, and I didn't like being too social for the sake of grades. So I just keep my cool. I'm within my comfort zone. I don't want to go beyond for the sake of extra points and to get to be on the top of the A students. So yeah, that was my that was my that was my story that time. Instead of taking me out among the awardees in those years, my teachers gave me extra projects to keep me on the list, like being part of the cleaning team in some programs. So when the programs like dance programs, uh, it could be like launching programs of every subject, like Filipino subjects, they have their programs. I was part of the cleaning team. So I was just in the background. Okay, let's clean up. At least I don't have to talk to anybody and present in front of a lot of people. So I was part of the cleaning team. And some of the points, so I can make up to my extracurricular score and be part of the awardees was I was listed as a reserve player or a bench player in volleyball. Even though I wasn't good enough at playing volleyball. It hurts my hands. I still play there, but I wasn't good in volleyball. I was good in fighting the opponents. Like, what's the matter with you? Like, but I didn't play though. I was just a cheerleader to one of the best player there in volleyball. She didn't even pick me to play. I cheer them up. I give them water. So I could be a I was a woman way back. Okay, I give you water. What else do you need? So I was just a sidekick again. And I even help up my teacher to clean the garden. Those are extra projects to help me get to the list of the awardees. So that happens to me almost every year. It's my extracurricular part, grades, weren't enough to get me to be on the list. And some of my classmates, called me the the dumbest of the smarts because I always got the lowest average every year. We were ranked from the smartest to the last rank. So I'm always on the last rank, and I don't mind that sometimes I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it anymore to remove the pressure. But then it still happened that every year I'm always, in the office to some of my teachers and give me extra projects because they don't want me to be out on the list. I don't know. I wasn't a special student. I don't think there's something special about me. Maybe they see something, but all I know is that I was a great supporter to the best of the best people, even to my teachers. I was a good company. Even to the point of overreaching it, like becoming a people pleaser, which was made me feel terrible at times before. But I did that to make people happy, to make them safe with me, to make them feel that they're important with me. So every year, having those grades, I sold my grades to my aunt. So she bought my grades which are over 85. So she bought them all, and I had a treat. She bought it 100 pesos each grade. She used to have loads of money that time. She was single. So that's what happened though. Now I am just sharing you this experience of mine today to let you know that being smart doesn't necessarily mean that you know all the answers of every subject, how to solve all sorts of math. Even though my classmates who are A students, they know it all. They know everything. I mean, they can get a perfect score in those weird part of science quiz. I don't know how they ever get to that point. I know they work hard for that. But if you're not into that, doesn't mean that you're not smart at all. You could be, simply just the best version of you. Your self-esteem, how you build good relationship with people, how you make people feel when they're around you. Merely becoming the best version of you. And, the surroundings, the external will reflect that on you. And it also includes how much bad thing you can tolerate. It's about how you treat yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't have good grades in high school, you're not smart anymore. Don't validate your intelligence to just the external. Just enjoy your schooling life, learn from it as much as you can, enjoy every step of the way because it will just pass by. And having those finest awards in high school wouldn't really matter when you're on your 25, 30, 40 years old, 50 years old, when you go back together in your like reunion. It doesn't matter anymore who's the smartest guy, who's the smartest gal in your batch. It doesn't matter anymore. In other words, being smart, yes, if it matters to you. But such an average person doesn't mean that you're out of the game. It, you know, it's life is about how you present yourself to others, how you make them feel, and how you engage to to the world. I've said it before. Just do what matters to you the most. You don't have to be the finest, the A student. Just be yourself. Now, if you ever love this episode today, you can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Podcasts, Reinforce Me Club. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.